So this woman you see behind me has always had a very unique way of telling her stories. What?
Hi, hello. Hi, Hudson.
And as you can hear from me, actually you can hear from her right now, she always has that unique sound that has stamps right on her wonderful, weird, and always kind of has a bit of an emotion in it, but you can always tell, yep, that's Janet.
Is that the intro?
Yes. What? Okay, might I introduce one of our most unique shows here at Kick Butt Coffee, Spoken and Heard, Miss Janet Kuypers. Sit down and out.
This time, check. Totally, there we are. This dialogue is transcribed from repeated visits with a patient in the Aaronsville Correctional Center in West Virginia. Madeline, a 36-year-old woman, was sentenced to life imprisonment after the brutal slaying of her boyfriend during sexual intercourse. According to police reports, Madeline sat with the remains of the man for 3 days after the murder, until police arrived on the scene. They found her in the same room as the body, still coated with blood and malnourished. 3 doctors studied her behavior for a total period of 8 months. And the unanimous conclusion they reached was that Madeline was not of sound mind when she committed the act, which also involved an ice pick, an oak board from the back of a chair, and eventually a chef's knife. Furthermore, she continued to show signs of both paranoia and delusions of grandeur long after the murder, swaying back and forth between the two, much like manic depression. For 3.5 years, Madeline has stayed at the Aaronsville Correctional Center, and she has shown no signs of behavioral improvement. She stays in a room by herself, usually playing solitaire on her bed. She talks to herself regularly and out loud, usually in a slight southern accent, although not in a very loud tone, according to surveillance videotape. Her family abandoned her after the murder. Occasionally she requests newspapers to read, but she is denied them. She never receives visitors until these sessions. When the first female doctor came here to meet with her. The following excerpts are from dialogues the doctor had with her, although I am tempted to say that they are monologues. It seems she wasn't very interested in speaking with the doctor once she opened up. We think she was more interested in opening herself up to someone for the first time in years. Someone who was willing to listen. It makes me wonder if the doctor began to feel a bit like a surrogate parent. I try not to think of what will happen when the sessions end. And for the record, Madeline is not her real name.
I know they're watching me. See, they got these stupid cameras everywhere. There's one right up high over there where the old light bulb used to be. And then there's one down over here where the air vent is. And they've even got one that's like over where the old window used to be. Hi there. I think they've got one behind the mirror, too. And, I mean, I guess it's not so bad. It's not like I can be doing anything in here. But they're watching me when I'm getting dressed. I mean, they're watching me when I'm naked. No, it's like a doodle person. I don't know what they're watching for anyway. It's not like I can ever do anything here. I've never been violent or anything. And all I pretty much always do every single day is just sit here on this bed and play solitaire. Solitaire is real relaxing, you know. And I think it helps your brain, too. People say that you can't, like, win at, like, solitaire, like, the odds of winning are, like, 2% or something. But the thing is, you can win at solitaire, like, over half the time. Like, I've been sitting here playing, and in the last 4 rounds I played, I had won twice. And now that's not like saying, oh, go praise me or nothing because I won 4 rounds of solitaire. But I'm just making a point that as long as you know what you're doing and you actually think about it, you can win. The odds are better. I think people just forget to watch the cards. I mean, half the time, the reason why you don't win is you forget something that is just so incredibly obvious. Like, if you're playing and you're looking for one card to come up in your hands and just keep pulling it over, well, the whole time you don't realize that the card is actually sitting there right on another pile, just waiting to be pulled over and moved. People just forget to pay attention. I mean, people gotta pay attention. You know, I'd like to see the news. I think I'd like to know, like, what other people are doing, if they've done any other weird acts or anything. Anything like mine? Has anybody else lost it like me? Oh, and that's the thing. I am sure, oh my God, I got a card. I'm sure that if my thing was even on the news, it was probably on for like 15 seconds or something. And I'm sure the reporter was just like, oh, the poor crazy thing. Like, that's what happens when you lose it, I guess. But the thing is, I do just kind of, oh, I got an ace. Awesome. Oh my God. I got the other ace. Oh my God, I just won. Sweet. Ha! Sorry. But, you know, the thing is, I'd still like to just see what happens in the world. Like, what's going on the news, like, maybe see what the weather's like, even though I ain't even seen the sun the past 3 years. Or maybe something stupid to name, like sports scores or something. I don't even watch sports, but just to hear something like that'd be awesome. And they won't even let me have a TV in this room. I mean, what do they think I'm gonna do? Like, hot wire it or something, and I'm gonna electrocute the whole damn building with a stupid television set? They'll let me have a lamp. Like, it can't hurt somebody with this, but no television. They won't even let me have a newspaper. What am I supposed to do? What could I possibly do with the newspaper? Like, what? Set it on fire or something? Set the building on fire or something? If I had matches, maybe. But it's like this. I ain't never been violent the entire time I've been in here. Nobody has ever had to deal with me. I have been good. I haven't laid a hand on a single guard, even though those guards have tried to lay their hands on me like a gazillion times. And I didn't even say boo about it or nothing, and this is what I get. I don't even get a television or a newspaper. You know, I don't really have a southern accent. Oh, wait. You know, I don't really have a southern accent. See? Don't I sound normal with my normal voice? I kind of picked up this southern accent so I could try to sound crazy. Because, you see, I'm not really crazy. I just know the kind of shit that they do to you if they put you in prison. I mean, I'd have the shit kicked out of me before I knew it. I would have been sodomized the first day I was there. So, fine. I was born in New York, was raised in Ohio, but fine. And putting on an accent, if it's going to make me avoid prison, well then fine, I can do that with no problem at all. You know, I've been doing it for so long that I think that I can just kind of slide into it and I don't even think about it anymore. Well, anyway, I do it because here it's kind of nice. I mean, people don't deal with me and I don't have to talk to people so very often. And all the crazy people here think I'm some sort of tough bitch because I mutilated a guy who was raping me. Oh wait, they didn't tell you that part, did they? Well, those stupid lawyers of mine thought that since I wasn't a virgin, I must have been wanting it, and I must have been having sex with him. And he wasn't even my my boyfriend. He was just some guy that I would hang out with like every couple of weeks or something. I never even slept with him before. What a fucked up place. You see, I gotta think of it this way. I really had no choice but to do what I did. I mean, in a way, it was self-defense and all. Because I didn't want that piece of shit feeling like he could do that to me. I mean, what makes him think that this man could just do something like this to me? Like treat like I'm some sort of butcher shop piece of meat or whatever that can be bought or sold or abused or whatever. Well, anyway, I know part of it was self-defense and all, but another part of me knows that I just kind of flipped. But that's because of like shit that's happened in my past. Now I ain't never come in any rich family like you. I never even come from a family with a dad. And when you've got a mom, bringing boyfriend after boyfriend in, and they're either hitting you or touching you or whatever all the time, you know that it's gonna mess you up. And yeah, I know that people use that my parents beat me line so much that it's beginning to really like not seem believable or whatever. But if you spend your entire life suppressing something like that, you know that after a while it's just going to come out and it's going to sort of like punch you in the face or it's going to make you go crazy, even if it's just for a little while. Society's kind of weird, you know. It's like they teach you to do things that aren't normal, that don't feel right down deep in your bones. But you have to do them anyway because someone somewhere decided that this would be normal. Everybody else always suppresses stuff, and so that tells you that you're supposed to suppress it too, right? Because everybody in the world thinks if we just suppress it all, everything will all just go away. You know, all that bad stuff, just don't think about it, and it will all go away. Well, maybe it does, unless somebody like me just goes crazy and snaps. And then they could say, oh, well, this person is crazy, and therefore it's unexplainable, and they can just chuck it away, and they can put me away, and they can just say, oh, we don't have to deal with it anymore, and they can keep on repressing stuff. It's like emotion. People are taught to hide their emotions. Men are taught to not cry. Women are taught to be emotional, and men are taught to think that it's crazy. Like, think of like if something really shitty happens to somebody. Like a guy loses his job or something, and he talks to a friend of his, and he's all depressed, and he breaks down and starts crying about it, because, you know, like, you don't have a job anymore. If you've got a car, you've got to make car payments for it, or you've got to pay for your apartment for the next month, or you don't even know if you're going to be able to, like, pay for food for the next week, so you just kind of, like, break down, you know? And if he just starts crying to his friend, well, the guy is just like, hey, man, you don't have to worry about it. Like, they don't see what a big deal it is. Now this guy's freaking out like this. And so they just kind of, like, rip on him a bit for it, so the guy just feels like he's got to bottle it all back up again. I think people are like Pepsi bottles. Oh, my God. Do you remember the taste of drinking Pepsi out of those glass bottles? It was like, it just felt so freaking awesome. It's like your lips just fit around that glass better or something. You just swig down that soda so much easier. Oh, it's the best. Wonder why people don't use them so much anymore. Well, anyway, I think that people are like Pepsi bottles because they've got all this potential for all this energy, but the world is always just like shaking them up all the time, right? And every once in a while, somebody loses it. And when they do, their top goes off. And all this achy Pepsi stuff starts spraying all over the place. And all the other Pepsi bottles want to run and hide from it, right? They don't want that stuff around. And then the poor guy's got no Pepsi left. And what do you do when you got no Pepsi left? Or maybe you do lose it, but you still have some of your Pepsi left, right? And everybody puts you into a hospital and they tell you can't even tie your own shoelaces, and then they watch you while you're getting dressed. Can't someone turn the cameras off? Oh my god, I got a story for you. This is a true story, I swear to God. There was a guy that was in here. His name was Tony. And he had killed somebody, but he was just gone crazy, right? And so somehow he managed to get like a blade of some sort. And he actually cut off his own scrotum. And I'm like, how do you do something like that? That's gotta be so incredibly painful. You know, I'm just like, and you just start to cut, and it's gonna be like, I'm like, I don't know how you can end it. That's perseverance, really. But apparently the guy did it, and because we're in a hospital here, the doctors were able to take care of him. So he was sitting here while recovering, and you know how in the front area they have those payphone things in the front? He would actually walk to the payphones, and he would pick an 800 number and just start calling them just to harass the people at the other end. Well, apparently he was doing this to one number over and over again because there were these two girls on the line, so he was just trying to give them shit all the time. And these girls got real fucking pissed off about it. And so they star 69 or whatever, they decided to call back and find out where the place was calling from, and they called to this hospital. And I don't know if it was the doctor or reception or whatever who answered, and they were saying somebody was calling me and blah blah blah, and they said, oh, well that's this Tony guy.